in very soon to join me. So, getting started here into greens. We'll see what they do differently. The two PBs on the board are, I believe, 1155 and 1239. I can double check that. So, there might be a little difference in strats, because with a game that short, you don't get 40 seconds like that. Maybe with KDL you do. Carbasi taking a death on the very first screen seems to have a problem. Carbasi, okay, moving again. Something seems to be up. I'm not sure what it is. Reeler not getting a good pattern with the Poppy Bro there. He can either throw a third bomb quickly or do a long hop. But still killing, because that happens. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I don't know what happened with Carbasi, but he seems to be better now. Meanwhile, Reeler is doing fairly well. Okay. So getting into Wispy here, immediate apples is a good start. I don't know if we're calling for a restart, because I feel like Carbasi would have given us a warning if we really need to call for a restart. But Carbasi seems to be playing fine now, so might have been a controller issue, but is gonna brave it, which is admirable for sure. Reeler with a really good Wispy fight going into Castle Lololo. Carbasi entering Wispy fight as well. We'll see what happens. I think both got no wind clouds. Which is fairly interesting. But getting into the mini-boss here. Alright. Carbasi about to move into that mini-boss. It's just this screen. We'll see how Reeler does. Reeler's still on full health, which is good. At this point in the stage, because Lololo and Lalala. Oh, never mind. These two, sometimes to set up extra hits, you might want to have to try and boost some damage to move faster. Reeler's having some issues, though, with this fight, and it looks like we're just gonna have a 6. Alright, but there we go, the fight's done. Carbasi instantly with, like, a better pattern. Oh, missing the double hit, though. Oh my goodness, and that damage boost was also very bad. Hello! It looks like Todd has joined the channel with me finally, but I cannot hear you.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
There we go. Yeah.
My mic was muted this whole time.
Oops. Alright, but now we're into Float Islands for both the players.
Alright, and it looks like Reeler's on the climb section. He's got a little bit of a distance gap, but it's not unsurmountable.
Yeah, there was something really weird that happened at the beginning of Green. We don't know what it was, but it gave Reeler a really big early lead, and they've been able to hold on to it.
Goodness gracious. Reeler opting for the curry. Slightly slower, but definitely a safer bet.
Definitely much safer.
Reeler entering the Kabula fight. Meanwhile, Carbasi's getting ready to hit the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Opting to skip the curry here. So...
save the frames.
Yep. The main thing is that it lags the game. So, obviously that's not good. We don't
And
have an
look at
in-game timer that lags with you. You just have, you know, pure Game Boy and live split going on. I don't know.
Game Boy, notorious for never lagging under any circumstances.
Absolutely. KDL is just that much of a great of its time.
And look, Carbasi's going to play very close. Now, the way his palette is set up, I'm not sure about how he's able to keep track of the cannonballs. What a monster.
Well,
I couldn't see him.
I could not see those either. But didn't need to. Had a decent amount of health entering the fight. Usually my benchmark is like, if I have 3 or more health, I'll usually be fine going in that strat.
No doubt, no doubt.
And he had, like, I think 4 maybe. Just knew what he was doing, mainly, which is good.
That's repetition right there. That's what'll get you far in this game. Repetition and practice.
Mm-hmm. 2 things I never do.
Reeler on the climb. Now, this is a difficult room to navigate. It's not as easy as it looks. There's so many moving parts going on.
Mm-hmm.
Lag can come out of nowhere. And everything wants to hurt you.
Mm-hmm. That jump with the... I don't even know enemy names anymore. But it was very... It's weird. This game... That screen is just really hard to do quickly.
Now, my eyes may be playing tricks on me, but it looks like Carbasi may have closed the distance a little bit.
I think so. Definitely seems that way to me. I'm not sure. That jump that Carbasi didn't land is the one I was trying to mention earlier.
Gotcha. Yeah, the is it Scarfy? And I'm not sure about
Scarfy, I think.
Cutter
so, yeah.
enemy.
The cutter is Sir Kibble?
Kibble, that's it.
Yeah.
Forgive me, everybody. It's early. I should really know this.
It's fairly unless you're Thomas in chat. Told me good night when I said good morning. Although
Thomas.
It does look like a nice night sky with the color palette that Reeler has.
It does. I'm a big fan of both of these color palettes.
And it looks like...
Especially Carbasi's, as we all know.
We're in the parallel dimension with Carbasi.
Yeah, I really prefer the inverted palette. Mm-hmm. It's just a little bit easier on my eyes, but to each his own.
Yeah. I play this on Dream Collection, so that kind of limits me a bit.
Bless RNG, bless RNG.
Mm-hmm. Cracko does what he wants. That's the best way to put it. He just does what he wants.
And it looks like Reeler's going to have a 2 HP lead on Cracko. 3.
Yeah, that's 3. Well, that...
4.
Oh my goodness. Cracko is just like, hit me. Alright, this is where it comes down to a bit of luck, because as you can see now, Reeler is just kind of getting messed up. Carbasi's almost back in the lead. Only 1 hit behind.
Carbasi's playing it very dangerous right now.
I don't think this is a good
HP.
Cracko. Or either. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's really risky for HP.
Cracko, it's once you know the distance and you have it down, it's very difficult to get hit. At the same time, mistakes happen, and 1 HP's risky. All right, got it done.
Die. All right, let's see. So I think maybe 11 seconds behind for Carbasi entering the final level here.
That sounds about right. And we still have Cracko 2 and D3 to go.
Absolutely. Let's see. Here, I think in Lola 1, both got unlucky and we had 2 6s. So let's see if somebody can do this fight faster than they did earlier.
Looks like Reeler's going to get a 6.
Already doing better.
Uh-oh. And that is how you close the gap.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of a sudden, we have a 3-second race.
Mm-hmm. Both going to Cracko next.
Reeler with that little stumble there. That might be what it takes to get caught up on. And looky here.
Oh!
Almost got the Gordos.
I missed that. But Cracko doesn't care if you get a Gordo skip or not.
Not at all.
They're both at 6. Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gents, we have a race.
Carbasi missed.
And RNG just started playing against Carbasi right after that miss.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
it's gonna be sitting there waiting for the last hit, wishing that one would have connected. That's what usually happens with me when I miss. The 7th dude just takes forever just to, like, taunt me.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Reeler makes it out.
Okay, there we go.
Bossy makes it out. This is absolutely anybody's race right now.
It is, definitely. In fact, I don't think it's anybody's race. I'd actually say it's DDD's race right now.
Yeah, it's going to be the decision right there.
The DD decision.
Let D3 decide.
I don't know, unless somebody wants to take a death, but I don't think either of them want to do that. Reeler's still at full health. I just noticed this.
I'm not sure off the top of my head if either of them know the double hit strategy at D3. If one does and the other doesn't, that could be the difference right there.
I know I sure don't.
It takes a little bit of practice. You get the hang of it, though.
Alright, well, Wispy. Would you believe me if I told you that both of these two got no wind clouds on the first fight?
Very nice.
Well, that's already changing. Oh my goodness, again, really? Wispy Wood's running out of breath, for really.
Carbasi got all of the breath.
Yeah. Alright, and entering DDD.
Reeler down with 9 HP.
Got 2 hits there. Alright.
Oh, this is
Carbasi.
Close.
8 to 7, getting a jump. We're at 6. Took damage, but still managed to get hits. That is a really good combo. 2 jumps into a hammer, into a jump!
Reeler's getting great RNG here.
Reeler's luck here is fantastic. This is... Oh my goodness. Oh!
Look at this.
Carbasi's gotta be careful.
Taking the hits when he can.
Yeah, but a lot of these hits don't seem like you want to be taking them. And Reeler's done there.
That'd be a wrap. Reeler gets the first game. But it was so close. It's so close. The RNG could have went either way right there.
Absolutely, it could have. But it went for Reeler. Carbasi's definitely going to be finishing out strong here. 2 to 2.
Come on, D3. One more.
Just jump or something. Oh my goodness.
Just wants to dance. That's it.
Alright, there we go.
GG.
GG's to Carbasi and Reeler on game 1. Let's... Alright, let's see if we can get into game 2. Oh, okay, we have explanation to what happened at the beginning. Alright, it looks like we have our second race room up. So, eventually we'll be getting into more.
Sorry, y'all, I just realized my chin had muted my mic again.
What?
For the last 30 seconds. So sorry.
Well,
I will say for the ending credits here, Reeler's palette looks awesome for a Game Boy.
Absolutely. Extra game.
Extra mode, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know. Who's like, who was there somebody who said about the tournament, like, if we go to game 3, it should be extra mode? I feel like somebody said that.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, my thought process was that if we would be able to avoid RNG deciding game 3s, assuming RNG was going to decide game 1 and 2, it would make it a little more direct, the decision going into extra mode. But there's a few people that are just going to be heavily weighted if we did it that way.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Extra mode is hard.
I can't do it.
And you're supposed to be able to play this game.
Who told you that? I just got lucky. That's it.
Alright. The crowd wants extra game. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think we're gonna give them extra game. I'm just gonna be disappointed in the crowd.
Sorry, crowd. You'll just have to be satisfied with seeing races as close as you're seeing it, which is good. That makes for an intense match when both participants are in D3 at the same time.
Mm-hmm. How can you beat this game blindfolded? How are you supposed to see what Cracko does?
Frodo, man, I'd like to see that.
That would be impressive. Has anybody ever tried blindfolded?
I'm sure people have tried it, but considering I haven't heard of it, I don't think they succeeded.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That sounds like something people would try until they couldn't get to Poppy.
I feel like we could see people get to Poppy.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if it's possible to do Mike Tyson's Punch-Out blindfolded, you could probably get pretty far in Kirby's DreamLand.
You could probably just fly to the top of the... You could probably just, like, memorize how long it takes to get to the end of a screen from flying at the top of the screen.
There's a lot of audio cues as well.
That too.
Mesmerized by the dancing Kirbys.
They are beautiful. Oh,
game
now
on.
We got moving Kirby. Game 2. Let's see, we got similar movements going on right now. Very similar movements.
It's giving a good example of how there's so many different ways to do this first room.
Absolutely.
And all equally quick.
Reeler did a little thing where he ran against a wall for a second, and that's not recommended.
No, it is not. Sometimes the game will just eat your inputs. I will put my stamp of approval on that. That happens constantly.
I play on Dream Collection on Wii U, so I can't use a GameCube controller. I play this with the Wiimote, and dropped inputs are plenty on that.
Yes.
Yeah, and it looks like Reeler is ahead solely on Poppy, really.
Exactly. Look at this. That's a different strat I'm not used to seeing from Carbasi. The hop climb. I'm not even sure if it's faster or slower. I never actually tested.
I do it every now and then. I have no idea.
I do know that jumping the vertical movement is faster than floating, so there's that. But
there's that, yeah. And there are jump heights in this game.
Getting pretty equal RNG, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kind of the same there.
And it's looking like 3 to 5 second gap, something along those lines.
I don't know, I track dance time, so I can tell you right now it's 4 seconds.
4 seconds. That was a good estimate.
Yeah. That's a lot of the time that Poppy loses.
Now the real question here is, how is Lolo and Lala going to treat them, and is either one going to go for a curry kill? I don't think so.
We didn't see a curry kill last game. So, I'm not sure.
Ooh, oh, look at Carbasi.
Carbasi!
Almost cleaned it up, almost.
Almost, but that is not good. Gonna give Reeler a pretty decent lead entering this boss.
Reeler hit with mediocre RNG so far.
Mm-hmm. Going 5. Looks
Gonna be a 5 cycle, yes.
Oh boy.
Carbasi
got a good double hit there, but it was already on a character who was hit previously, so has to settle for a 5 as well.
Good guess. Reeler in the hardest room in the game. There's just so much going on, and there's natural lag that the game just generates here.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna have to navigate that.
Absolutely. Also, the water is just kind of mean.
Yes, it is. It's sticky water.
It is. We can see though Reeler taking care of it like nobody's business.
Carbasi not too far behind either.
Yeah.
Doing a nice job cleaning up this room as well.
I was mostly referring to Reeler's damageless run through.
Oh yes. And that's something to be excited about. When you go into Kabula with full health or 5 health, you can play right in Kabula's face.
Oh yeah,
speeds
absolutely.
up the fight.
Avoiding the curry this time.
Well done.
Yeah. Might be that more health than last time. I don't quite remember Reeler's health in game 1, but I think he had taken damage at some point. So, getting that time save, which is good because the gap is smaller in this race than it was last race. So Reeler really has to play to strength here to keep it. Alright. Yeah, we have 6 and 5 on health entering the fights, so something tells me we're just gonna see risky from both of them.
And I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all.
I didn't even know you went.
That's a good thing.
Alright, well, we're in bubbly clouds now. So...
Alright, Reeler doing this very textbook. Let's see if Carbasi can rinse and repeat the same.
I actually didn't know you could throw that enemy there and it would hit the one on the 1 block. I've been making that room way too hard for myself.
Absolutely. It took me a long time to figure that out also. If you exhale, what is it, a kibble, you can hit the Waddle Dee at the end of the stage. Waddle Dee.
Yeah. Playing this room fairly safe. Still getting hit, though. Yeah, that was kind of a sloppy room for Reeler. Carbasi can make some stuff up on that.
Oh yeah, the gap is closed significantly now.
Yeah, that you mentioned it last race. That room is... Oof.
It's tough. It's got horizontal movement, vertical movement, and a ton of enemies with lag. It could be argued as the toughest room in the game, I suppose. My vote is on the Float Islands Room 1, but I wouldn't fault anybody for saying that one's more difficult.
Oh, and yeah, no. Both of those rooms are definitely in, like, the top 3. I don't know what would be third, though.
And the background glitch. It's so pretty.
It's funny.
optimal block pattern as well.
Yep. I'm surprised Carbasi didn't go for... Well, I'm not that surprised, because Carbasi, as we've seen, is pretty confident in this game, but didn't go for a healing item while only at 3 hits.
And Reeler enters Cracko. Bless RNG, everybody. Bless RNG.
Bless that. And, oh man, I didn't realize just how close Carbasi was also entering the fight just as Reeler gets their first hit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Cracko is being really mean to Carbasi.
That is KDL for you.
Okay, getting a little bit nicer. Getting much nicer. Getting ahead of real. Never mind. Not ahead of Reeler.
Neck and neck, neck and neck.
Very close.
And Reeler's gonna make it out first.
With an 8-16 on the final hit. And 822. And both killing around the same portion of the screen, different sides, but same kind of distance from the middle. So we got like 5-6 seconds for Reeler.
It's all gonna come down to Mount D3.
Yep. That is nothing that this level can't change.
Both opting for Lola first.
Yep. I think that's the most common.
Certainly. And Reeler's getting mediocre RNG here. Carbasi had a chance for a double hit, but wasn't able to get there in time.
Mm-hmm. Alright, ending off strong, Reeler. Gonna go into Cracko next. Ooh, stumbling a bit.
Well done.
Entering the fight on 4.
This looks familiar. Both of them neck and neck going into Cracko too.
Yep. We'll see if Gordo skip works.
Man, there's the Gordo skip.
There we go. Reeler needs a hit. There we go. Alright, there we go. Getting some Ds. Getting some doos, even.
Tied up again. Alright, Reeler takes the lead by 1 HP.
Yep.
Anybody's game here. Equal again. Reeler up by 1 again. And Reeler's going to make it out first.
Yep. 10:07 fade out.
Come on, Cracko. Enough lemons. There we go.
Looks like about 14 seconds different on fade out. So...
One thing to note is Reeler's at 3 HP, and that's, I think, a little bit lower than you'd want to be at this part.
A little bit lower than you'd want to be, especially if you're playing Kabula like this. But I think it'll work out if Reeler's playing it a bit safer.
Yeah, playing back.
Which
I would
Carbasi can use this to an advantage here.
It can shave off at least, I'd say, 1, maybe 2 seconds based on lag.
Yep. Very nice. Alright, let's see how Wispy goes.
Looks like Reeler's going to have a slight advantage going into D3 unless Carbasi gets perfect RNG here.
What if... Never mind.
No, Reeler's just going to get wind the entire time.
Reeler getting that last apple in. Alright, let's see this. 11:32 on entrance. Starting off with a good hit.
Right.
We have 7 seconds between entering the fight, but in that 7 seconds, Reeler already got a hit. And is getting Reeler 2 in a row.
There we go. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. Already matching Kirby's max. Meanwhile, Carbasi at 2 and 9. Not good. Gotta be real
2 hits
careful.
in a row. And
oh my
Reeler
goodness.
hasn't got one in a while.
Really has not gotten one in a while, but there we go. Got a jump, got a suction. Oh! Tied up. Seeing a jump. Okay. Okay, Reeler just got really good there. 2, 1, still at 5. And it's gonna be Reeler's game. 12-29. That's really good. Carbasi. At 1 HP. Needs to be careful here.
Two HP.
Okay, yeah.
And this should be it right here. Carbasi finished.
1308.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's to both of them.
Reeler takes the match. But it was close all the way through. That's the name of this game.
Yeah, that was definitely really close. 7 seconds between the two entering DDD. That's like really good.
Alright, and let's see if either of them want to come in for some interview session post-match. I think Carbasi will be in here in just a second.
Yeah.
As Kirby rides off into the sunset.
And drops his castle.
Just now noticed that the entire audience looks to be a bunch of other Kirbys.
Might be Waddle Dees.
Waddle Dee, okay, yeah, I didn't consider that.
That's what I always thought they were. But that's maybe just because this was not my first Kirby game. Extra game.
One day.
Maybe if we want KDL back in the fall.
I wouldn't mind.
I don't know what I'd do. I'll go see if we can't get Carbasi up here in a second, because Carbasi's waiting.
With this one moment, we're going to go ahead and try to get Carbasi in here.
Alright. And here's Carbasi.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
GG on that. Those
Yeah,
were
good games.
2 really close games.
Yeah, I don't know how the first one ended up close.
Yep. Well, also give me another second. Sorry.
So how did you feel about the Cracko RNG there? It looked like she didn't want to be nice to you in the first, or what was it, Game 2 first Cracko, I believe it was.
I mean, that's kind of what happened, so it's happened worse before.
Yeah, you got to keep your head in the game, right? I mean, what can you do? Unless your name is Speedman, we don't know how to control what Cracko does yet.
Yeah.
Hey, we also have a Reeler.
And Reeler's in the house. Reeler, congratulations.
Thanks.
How did you feel about that?
I could have better RNG, but got to run the game as it is, right?
You could always have better RNG, couldn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely some really scary looking stuff. Both of you, Lololo and Lalala was mean. Cracko was really mean to Carbasi, and DDD liked you today, really.
Yeah.
DDD liked that emote. He liked your sub emote.
Yeah.
He gave you some good RNG for that.
Yeah, those are the types of RNGs you want when you go on a PB run, but of course you get them in a race.
I mean, it's always good to have them in a race if you want to race more.
Yeah.
So.
Carbasi, I have to applaud your strategy when you went into Kabula in that game 2, the refight. You saw that you had enough HP and went ahead and played close, and that really closed the distance. It made it a very, very close game.
Yeah, you closed a few seconds on that one, and you guys were 7 seconds like between each other entering DDD in game 2.
That's closer than I expected.
Well, I think you two both did a really good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. And so I'm trying to think of. Forgive me. It's trying to bring back the Lola refights. I know Carbasi had an opportunity to get the double hit there and just barely missed it initially going into the Lola refight. Really, did you get a 6 cycle or was it a 5 cycle on your end? Call that a 5 cycle.
Alright. A question I always like asking people about. So Reeler, you won this match, meaning that you get to go up against Kelpsy. How do you feel about that matchup?
Well, hope it's good. I haven't really saw Kelpsy, but yeah. It'll probably be another close race like the day, so.
Hopefully. Yeah, this game is good to where, for how short it is, you can have surprisingly close races with even fairly big PB gaps, so
Absolutely.
It's exciting. And Carbasi, you, going down into the lower half of the bracket for this, are going against Dark Massacres. How do you feel about that one?
I mean, every race is like, it's always a new one, so
Alright.
You never know what happens.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck in those races. I don't think Cracko can treat you much worse than he did in these set of races, so I think you have stuff to look forward to.
I know, I'm struggling to think of something to say because I'm just it's been a while since I've seen Cracko be that rough on somebody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I always say, the race doesn't really start until you get to Cracko 1.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely.
Absolutely. Speaking of Cracko and this race in general, if we don't know what else to say about this race, we could talk about the other races we have on today.
Definitely, we still have a loaded schedule.
We have 3 others today. We have. Looks like the next one is going to be at 5:45 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 hours from now. So you got a little bit of a break today from Kirby, but then we're coming at you full force in the afternoon. 5:45, we have the one, the only, the Speedman going up against LOZ player 89, which is a match I'm excited for. I've yet to watch LOZ player's first race, but from what I've heard, it's a race I need to watch. So
it's definitely a race I have to watch myself.
Yes,
I'm curious to see how much improvement LOZ has made in the past.
From what I heard, because we talk a lot, me and LOZ actually, I think that race was his first sub 14.
Very nice.
So, there are definitely some improvements made in that race alone, and hopefully we'll see some great things, in the race itself.
And on Speedman's end, we're definitely, I'm willing to put my my stamp on we're going to see some interesting things. I hope everybody's going to be there for that one.
Yep, absolutely. And then what I hope to see more people at is not only that one, but 8 o'clock, I'm going up against Pro Hybrid.
That ought to be a pretty close matchup, too.
I'm nervous about that one, because that's one that could go either way, and even if I'm on my best, it could just the game could spit on me. But that's also a double, because Faster Supersonic and Felix TC are racing at the same time on the same channel. So you're going to see a lot of KDL in one screen. Perhaps too much KDL in one screen, if that's possible. Is it possible? I don't know, I need other people's opinions on that. And then lastly, we have MK Cocoon and, oh boy, Ovum Regia? That's the best way I can think to say it. At 9 PM, so just an hour after my own race. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of races today, and then we already have 3 on the schedule for tomorrow.
Yes, this is going to be a Kirby-filled weekend.
Yeah, we got a lot of Kirby this weekend. So, looks like, I don't know, anybody else in here have anything they want to say before we finish up? Or are we all good?
I'm good.
Alright.
I don't have anything else to say.
Appreciate y'all both coming in for the interview, and thanks for the races and entering the tournament. GG's.
Absolutely. If you want to stay tuned, actually, it's good that we can finish up soon, because we have some Ultime Decathlon stream coming up on this channel in about 10 minutes.
Yeehaw!
Nice.
A lot of people are excited about, so we're going to kick it off to that. Thanks, Carbasi and Reeler, for the races. Definitely give those 2 a follow. Todd, thanks for commentating with me. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, no, not at all, not at all. Just forgive me, everybody. I'm still waking up.
It's been an hour since you said that the first time.
It takes me a while.
Yeah, but absolutely. Thank you for coming out.
And y'all take care. I'll probably see y'all later on tonight as well.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm racing later tonight, so I'll hopefully...
If I'm sitting here, I will be commentating for you.
Alright, well... Yeah, I'll see you guys... I'll hopefully see you guys for that. But we got some more games coming up on Speed Gaming, so I'm gonna say thanks for watching, and let's kick it off to the next match.
GG, y'all. Have a great
whatever's
day.
Coming up. Right. I don't know what games are in this decathlon yet, so I'm excited to see what pops up. See you guys.